Frankly, when we started this entire campaign on the right to pray, we did not believe that this would become such a major movement. And one of the people I must thank for her participation in the movement, so I'm introducing you right on first, is Dr Zeenat Shaukat Ali. She's Professor of Islamic Studies and Director General of the Wisdom Foundation. And in debate after debate, on the basis of what is written in the Quran, on the basis of what is written in Islamic law, Islamic practices, she has destroyed the points of view of so many people, including Mufti Muhammad Manzur Ziyaee of the Haji Ali Dargah Trust, who is on the losing side of this debate, and Dr Imam Umer Ahmed Ilyasi, Chief Imam of the All India Imam Organizations, is on the losing side of the debate. And I'm not saying that you're losing because I get some pleasure in saying that you're losing. I'm saying that you're losing because the Supreme Court of the country is now challenging you. Also on the losing side of the debate tonight is Acharya Krishna Vihari Shastri. He's president of the Bhagwat Manch Dharma Guru. He's on the losing side of the debate because he backs people like Rahul Easwar and all these antediluvian practices. Also tonight on the Newshour, very outspoken from the start has been Khusboo, actor and activist. Now very often she's faced personal attack for supporting the right to pray, but that has not affected her views. She's come on our shows, she's given her point of view, unafraid of anyone else's criticism. And I think in a few seconds tonight from now, I should be joined by the spokesperson of the Sabrimala Trust and social activist Rahul Easwar. I'm told he should be joining us in a couple of minutes. So that first question should have gone to him, but I'll wait a minute because he's joining us in just some time. Okay, let's start the debate tonight. How does it feel to be on the losing side? Dr. Imam Umer Ahmed Ilyasi, अभी तो शनि शिंगनापुर में जो होना था हो गया, इसके बाद ये सबरीमाला में होने वाला है, और उसके बाद या फिर साइमल्टेनियसली ये हाजी अली में भी होगा. तो आप और मुफ्ती मोहम्मद मंजूर जियाई सुप्रीम कोर्ट से बड़े तो नहीं है, तो आप जरा आज कंसीड कर दें that you have lost the right to pray debate. People, women of this country have won the right to pray, and you should not debate this anymore. You should give in. There is no more appeal that you can go in for. Okay, Dr. Ilyasi, you can start the debate. Everyone else can come in after that. Yeah. Dr. Ilyasi.
Thank you. Thank you very much. देखिए, सबसे पहली बात तो यह है कि हमने अपनी बातों को बार बार साफ तौर पर यह वाजे कर दिया है कि मस्जिद और दरगाह दोनों चीजें अलग है. मस्जिद होती है जहां इबादत गाह, जहां पर नमाज पढ़ी जाती है. दरगाह जो होती है मजार होती है, जहां एक कब्र होती है, और जहां पर दरगाह में जियारत के लिए लोग जाते हैं, ना कि इबादत के लिए जाते हैं. क्योंकि वो एक कब्र है, वहां उनके लिए बेस्ट हो, उनके लिए ईसाल सवाब के लिए वहां पढ़ा जाता है. मगर मना कहीं भी नहीं है, आज भी वहां जाने की इजाजत है, मगर वहां पर एक पोर्शन है औरतों के लिए अलग. औरतें वहां जाएं और वहां पर जाके जिस तरह से भी वो पढ़ना चाहें पढ़ें, वहां मना नहीं है. मगर जिस तरह से आज ये मुद्दा एक, ये मुझे लगता है कि ये रिलीजियसली मुद्दा नहीं है, ये एक पॉलिटिकल मुद्दा बनके सामने हमारे खड़ा हुआ है.
तो फिर कंफ्यूजन
हो गया है,
तो फिर आप अलाउ कीजिए. तो फिर आज तो नहीं. Then in that case, Dr. Zeenat, if that is the case, then today Dr. Imam Umer Ahmed Ilyasi should say that Haji Ali will be open, instead of waiting for the Supreme Court to tell them the same thing.
बिल्कुल सही है मौलाना साहब, मैं आपका एहतराम करती हूँ और जो आप बड़े हैं, और लेकिन ये बात बिल्कुल गलत है कि कोई भी मुसलमान औरत अपने सेंक्टा सेंक्टोरम में एंट्री नहीं ले सकती. मस्जिद अलग है और दरगाह अलग है, बिल्कुल सही है. रसूल ने कहा है इबरत हासिल करने के लिए आप जाइए, उसमें दोनों इंसान होते हैं, मर्द भी होते हैं, औरत भी होते हैं, और वो भी इबरत हासिल करने के लिए कि एक दिन हम वहीं जाने वाले हैं. दूसरी बात यह है कि उनके लिए आप दुआएं करें, तो उसमें औरतों को आप क्यों डिप्राइव करते हैं?
औरतों को इनफैक्ट नो, you should see. Okay, Dr. Ziyaee, Dr. Ilyasi. ठीक है, ऑब्जेक्शन.
जब हमारे यहाँ जब हमारे यहाँ डेथ हो जाती है, तो जब कब्रिस्तान में जब उसको लेके जाते हैं तो सारे मर्द जाते हैं, ना कि औरतें जाती हैं.
डॉक्टर इलियासी,
हिंदू रीति बनावट में भी औरतें नहीं जाती हैं कब्रिस्तानों के अंदर. तो कब्रिस्तान के अंदर औरतों का जाना मना है.
Just one minute. Dr. Ilyasi, Mufti Muhammad Manzur Ziyaee, आप वर्कड अप मत होइए, आपको गुस्सा होने का कोई जरूरत नहीं है। आप शांत तरह से डिबेट करें, क्योंकि आज सिचुएशन आप लोगों के लिए काफी गंभीर हो चुकी है। क्योंकि आज तक मेरी बात जरा सुन ले आप प्लीज। आज तक यू सी व्हाट हैज बीन द प्रॉब्लम, यू हैव कॉन्स्टेंटली सेड tradition, religion, this is written here, this is written there. Today the Supreme Court of this country has said it doesn't matter what's written, only thing that matters is what is written in the Constitution of India. Mohandas Pai, only thing that matters is the Constitution of India. So what are we talking about? Mohandas Pai, no, watch it, let's get another person. Mohandas Pai, Khusboo,
तरीके से पेश करना होगा, आपने गलत तरीके से पेश किया है।
अच्छी तरह से अगर मैं पेश करूं,
पिछले 3 महीने से आप इसको गलत तरीके से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, दूसरे तरीके से पेश कर रहे हैं।
I'm sorry, मैं अगर आपको देखना होगा, नहीं आप गलत बात कर रहे हैं।
नहीं, बिल्कुल जिम्मेदारी के साथ आपके स्टेज से बोल रहा हूं, आपके पास बैठकर बोल रहा हूं, बहुत ही जिम्मेदारी के साथ इसको गलत तरीके से पेश किया जा रहा है। हिंदुस्तान की आवाम बहुत ही होशियार है, जानदार है और पढ़ी लिखी है।
बिल्कुल
पूरा हिंदुस्तान पढ़ा लिखा है। मैं ये बताना चाहूंगा कि दरगाह क्या है।
आप मेरी बात सुनिए,
और दरगाह क्या है, मंदिर को मैच क्यों कर रहे हैं?
You have to understand that
मंदिर को मस्जिद मैच क्यों कर रहे हैं?
I'll tell you why, वो बात नहीं। You see the purpose,
आप मैच कर रहे हैं दरगाह और मस्जिद।
Will you wait a minute, आपको मैं कहता हूं, आप जरा इनकी बात भी सुनिए, ठीक है? ये डेमोक्रेसी है,
आज यकीनन जवाब देने के लिए, और हमारा भी सवाल है आज।
अच्छा मेरी बात सुनिए, भारत में शरिया लॉ तो है नहीं, तो you'll have to listen.
हम शरिया लॉ भी नहीं करना चाह रहे।
You listen to me now. Let's listen to him also. My point is, the basic argument Mohandas Pai is Constitution is supreme. Absolutely. If the Constitution is supreme, then I would say don't stop here. Absolutely. Abolish triple talaq. Absolutely. It has had a crippling effect on the rights of Muslim women. Absolutely. If the Constitution is supreme, Mohandas Pai, then today give an assurance that the marriageable age of a Muslim woman will also be brought in harmony with all other women in India, which is a minimum of 18 years. You can't marry off a 15-year-old girl because you think that it is okay as per Muslim personal law. You'll have to change all this. आपको चेंज करना पड़ेगा। मोहनदास पाई की बात सुनिए। मोहनदास पाई, we are arguing on the Constitution. Mohandas Pai.
After 1950, the Constitution dominates the social life of this country, and all rights given in the Constitution are given to every citizen. Any religious practice which is against constitutional rights, any religious practices which are against constitutional rights cannot hold sway in our society. In religion, many people have captured the essence of religion. They discriminate is a power struggle, and for centuries they've been discriminating. After we have a constitution where equality has been given to everybody, the right of religious freedom has been given to everybody. That has to be done irrespective of gender, irrespective of ethnicity, irrespective of background, to every Indian citizen, and that holds sway. And that is the law of this country, and we have to obey the law.
What do you say to people like Mufti Ziyaee, who argues on the basis of religion?
You have to give up your old traditions which are not in concern with the Constitution, but religion is a personal matter, and you cannot discriminate in public. You cannot discriminate against anybody in public, and every citizen has a right, as per the Constitution, to allow their religious conscience to come to the fore. Rahul and everybody else are fighting a losing battle because they're holding up this country.
He's lost the battle.
He has lost the battle.
He has lost the battle.
And their arguments must be demolished. They are destroying their own religion for whatever it is worth, and nobody in India who says the Constitution is supreme will agree with them anymore.
You see, one second. And Mohandas Pai, I'm thoroughly with you, and I thank you for your support to the right to pray movement here on Times Now. Absolutely. And I'd say even more, and Khusboo, I'm coming to you, Rahul Easwar, I'm coming to you, even more than that, I want to say something to you, Mufti Muhammad Manzur Ziyaee and Dr Ilyasi. Honestly, I want to say something to you. Can I have everyone on the screen, please? I'm saying tonight, you accept. No. What? Just wait a minute. You accept that the Constitution is supreme.
आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट है?
No, you accept the Constitution is supreme.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट,
do you accept the Constitution is supreme?
हमारे सरों पर है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट का हम एहतराम और इज्जत करते हैं, लेकिन याद रखें, अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट को हमारी तमाम बातें सही तरीके से पहुंचाई जाएंगी, तो यही सुप्रीम कोर्ट हमें इस बात की इजाजत देता है कि हम अपने इबादत, अपनी तमाम चीजें अपने तरीके से कर सकते हैं। उसी आइन ने हमें दिया है।
सुनिए मेरी बात।
आइन आगे है या सुप्रीम कोर्ट? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने हमें अधिकार दे रखा है।
कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आगे है। मेरी बात जरा सुनिए, मेरी बात जरा सुनिए। खुशबू भी कुछ कहना चाहती है आपसे। खुशबू को भी कुछ कहना, यस, आपको सुनना पड़ेगा।
बिल्कुल,
सुनने का समय आ गया है।
बिल्कुल,
सुनने का समय आ गया है, और हम सब भाग्यशाली हैं कि हम इस जमाने में हैं जहां पे आपको सुनना पड़ रहा है, हमें कहने का मौका मिल रहा है। मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि अगर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन सुप्रीम है, तो खुशबू को मैं पूछना चाहूंगा, अगर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन सुप्रीम है, तो मुझे लगता है आज जो है डॉक्टर इलियासी है, उनको कहना चाहिए दैट अ मुस्लिम डॉटर that a Muslim daughter will be entitled to an equal share of property as the son. As the son.
Yes.
You say that today. That talaq will be prohibited. That Muslim girls cannot be married off below the age of 18.
Yes.
And don't hide behind, so your argument that this is a personal law. For God's sake, it's a secular country. No, Dr. Ilyasi, देखिए. Dr. Ilyasi,
मगर हम उसको डाइवर्ट कर तलाक पर लेके जा रहे हैं और हम उसको दूसरी प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स पर लेके जा रहे हैं. जो शरीयत लॉ है, शरीयत लॉ के मुताबिक सारी चीजें
आप शरीयत लॉ ये
जो शरीयत कहती है हम उसके मुताबिक सारी चीजें हमारी प्रॉपर हैं, हमें उसकी जरूरत नहीं है. शरिया लॉ हमारे पास मौजूद है, हम उसके अकॉर्डिंग बेहतर कर रहे हैं. हम उसमें किसी तरह का कोई अमेंडमेंट हो ही नहीं सकता.
देखिए अभी वी हैव नॉट येट कम टू Rahul Easwar of the Sabrimala Temple, but I want Khusboo to respond. Khusboo, please. Khusboo, it appears to me tonight that in the light of the observations in the Supreme Court, these so-called traditionalists are shaking in their boots. They are so scared today कि पता नहीं क्या होने वाला है. Accept the change, you lost. People won. Khusboo.
एवरीबडी स्कैर्ड, सब घबराए हुए हैं. कह रहे हैं कि अभी इसमें कोई बदलाव नहीं आ सकता जो आप कह रहे हैं. मैं मुफ्ती साहब यही कहना चाहूंगी, बदलाव नहीं आ सकता है. वो किसने कहा है? आप जैसे लोगों ने एक डिसीजन लिया है कि इसमें बदलाव नहीं आएगा. आपने किसी औरतों से नहीं पूछा है कि आपको क्या बदलाव चाहिए. जिस दिन आप बैठ के पूछेंगे कि कोई औरत से पूछेंगे क्यों, मैंने पूछा औरतों को इंसाफ मिला है, पूरा हक मिला हुआ है. औरतों को माने एक नहीं है. हिंदुस्तान की सारी औरतें, आप क्यों डिसाइड करते हैं कि औरतों को सारा हक मिलता है? हक हमसे पूछिए, औरतों को जितना हक मिला है या नहीं मिला है.
हक इस्लाम में दिया गया है, कहीं नहीं दिया गया है. शरीयत ने उनके पूरे हुकूक दिए हैं. आप उसको समझिए. देखिए
क्यों आज आप नेशनल डिबेट से बोल रहे हैं कि हम औरतों से क्यों पूछें. मैं कहती हूँ औरतों से क्यों नहीं पूछा जाए. औरतों को जीने का हक नहीं है.
क्यों पूछना है? शरीयत हमारे पास मौजूद है. औरतों को जाना है तो शरीयत के मुताबिक हमारे पास डिसाइड कर लिया है, वहां जाए. हम औरतों से क्यों पूछे जाए? हमें औरतों से पूछने की क्या जरूरत है? औरतों को पूछना है. औरतों को अगर अपना हक नहीं मालूम है तो वो मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ में आए. मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ बोर्ड हमारे पास मौजूद है.
This is where you completely fail when you say women do not have the rights to raise a question against your religious beliefs. We have all the rights. We respect every religion, but we have every right to live our life the way we want. We have the right to pray. We have the right to decide as to how we should live our lives. You cannot be the authority to decide as to this is how the life has
on the losing side tonight.
Muslim personal law board
on the losing side tonight is Rahul Easwar.
Number 2 जो है इसमें फैसला है.
No, we have to go to
कहती है.
No, let's go to the Sabrimala issue now. I'll come back to the listen. Let's now 1 minute. Just Khusboo 1 minute. Let Khusboo 1 minute.
We are no. शरीयत के मुताबिक
सुनिए.
अल्लाह का फैसला है. जो शरीयत जो है कुरान उसके
हम तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन
हम उसके अकॉर्डिंग चलती है.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंट में बिल्कुल कोई तफरका नहीं है. जो भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है वही इस्लाम कर रहा है. प्लीज रिपीट.
बोर्ड में बात करें.
आप देखिए डॉक्टर इलियासी 2 मिनट प्लीज. जीनत शौकत अली, जस्ट पुल बैक फ्रॉम दिस. आई एम ओनली सेइंग टू बोथ ऑफ यू टुडे कि थोड़ा सा आप बात को समझ लीजिए, गंभीरता समझ लीजिए. सुनिए मेरी बात, 2 मिनट सुनिए. You have to understand first today the Supreme Court has spoken. You don't have a choice today. Don't keep telling me about your traditions. First of all, don't show me those books, Rahul Easwar. Let's talk about Sabrimala, right?
Yes.
Don't show me those books.
Yeah.
Don't show me. No. First of all, to you tonight. First of all, to you tonight. Rahul Easwar.
हमारे खिलाफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट नहीं करेगा.
Supreme Court was sensitive towards us.
मुसलमान रहते हैं.
Supreme Court was sensitive and positive towards us.
I only want Rahul Easwar.
I'm happy to let you know.
Rahul Easwar and Mohandas Pai and Khusboo.
आदर सम्मान करते हैं.
कानून है, आयन है.
I am happy to let you know.
उसी आइन में हमें इस बात को बताया गया है कि आप अपनी तमाम रिलीजियस एक्टिविटीज आप अपने हिसाब से कर सकते हैं और हम कर रहे हैं. और बात जहां तक हाजी अली दरगाह की, आपने जो ये लगा रखा है कि नेक्स्ट हाजी अली, आपने दरगाह और माबूद को एक साथ जोड़ने की कोशिश की. खालिक और मखलूक को जोड़ने की कोशिश की आपने.
Sir, don't worry. Sabrimala won't fall.
देखें, कुरान का ऐलान ये कहता है.
Only in the studio.
Maulvi Sahab.
Okay, 1 minute.
Maulvi Sahab, don't worry.
Watch. I'm only getting it. Watch. We are moving to Sabrimala. I'll come to the rest later. Okay. Now let's get Rahul Easwar. Now, one second, Rahul Easwar. First of all, Rahul Easwar, 1 minute. Wait for your turn. Listen to the question, please. The question is simple. What the Supreme Court has said today is very significant at multiple levels, and the questions it has asked need to be understood by all those people who have argued like you for the so-called primacy of tradition over everything else. Now, here's what we too have consistently argued. One, we have said in a conflict between tradition and constitution, you defining tradition, you say the regressive practices are tradition, not allowing women in Sabrimala temple is tradition, don't question my tradition, and I have constantly told you, I don't care what your tradition is because I only care about the constitution. And what the Supreme Court has said today is that in a conflict between tradition and the constitution, tradition will lose, the constitution will win.
Absolutely.
In a conflict between tradition and equality, tradition will lose, and it will be an individual's fundamental right to equality which will win. Hence, you lose. You lose.
Against this?
We say so.
2 points. I was there for the entire Supreme Court hearing from 2 to 4. Supreme Court asked 2 things. One, the question regarding transgender. We don't have a settled position. We said we will get back on that. Second, Supreme Court, the argument. We pointed out that 1.5 lakh women visited Sabrimala last year.
1 minute.
1.5 lakh women visited Sabrimala last year. How can there be a gender discrimination? It is an age regulation. You are confusing an age regulation with a gender discrimination. 1.5 lakh women visited, and every year lakhs of women visit Sabrimala. Only one particular age regulation is there. Let us debate about that. And dear Maulavi Sahib, our Muslim friends, don't worry. Sabrimala will stay strong. We won't allow our pluralism to be bulldozed. We won't allow, and we won't allow either them to touch Sabrimala or Haji.
Why are you suppressing women? Why are you putting them out? This is the debate on equality.
Who is suppressing women, man?
Mohandas Pai, you'll have to speak up.
Where is gender discrimination?
Rahul, first of all, who is that we? I don't know who is that we. Say you. You are alone. You are a minority. I don't think this country supports you. Women do not support you.
We have 4 crore devotees coming there every year.
Please, let me finish.
Let me finish.
50% of our population is women. They don't support you. Let's be very clear.
Well said, well said.
50% who are men, maybe 5% support you. In a democracy, you are outvoted. The Supreme Court has clearly said very clearly, Constitution will dominate anything. Even the age discrimination will not stand the constitutional test. Even a child has rights. A child has fundamental rights. A girl has fundamental rights. A woman has fundamental rights. It is not that women of a particular age cannot go there. All women, from the day they are born till the day pass away, they are right to go to Sabrimala at a time of their choosing, and neither you nor anybody else in this country can stop that right. Let's be very clear. After the Hindu code being...
Well said.
I dare you to take a vote.
Please listen to me.
I dare you to take a vote.
Please listen to me.
You will lose 90 to 10.
Please listen to me. After the Hindu code bill in 1956, after the law changing that women have full co-personal rights in property inherited by anybody equal to a son. This is the biggest thing the Supreme Court has said. When you raise the question, Constitution will supersede all tradition. You cannot discriminate on age.
Who is against this? We are arguing on Article 25.
Caste, and you one is age group is
for your information.
No. I totally back Mohandas Pai tonight. But Rahul Easwar, hear me.
Article 25.
Rahul, what's it?
Speak for us. You don't speak for us. You don't speak for the Hindu community.
Right.
Well said.
Please.
Are you speaking for Hindu community then?
Well, you are not.
Take a vote. I challenge you. Take a vote. Crores of people will vote for us. Do you dare to take a plebiscite? Do you dare to take a vote? Instead of speaking from English channel studios, which is up of the upward 1% elite, come down to the people. Go to the people.
I'm educated. I'm a Hindu. I speak for all the people of this country.
You are elite. That's your problem. I am the common devotee. I am the Aam Aadmi devotee of this nation. And temple is run on my money. Temple is for me.
You are demolished today. The Constitution speaks. I speak for the Constitution.
And if I may just add on to what Mohandas Pai is saying, Rahul Easwar, please keep in your mind, physiology and anatomy does not make a person pure or impure. It is the thoughts. It is the thoughts. It is what is in a person's mind that makes you pure or impure. And Rahul Easwar, 1 minute. Enough. Now listen to me, please. In a conflict between tradition and that the fundamental rights of each Indian citizen, tradition constitution will lose, fundamental rights will win. In a conflict between tradition that prescribes age limits for one gender on their right to enter and not the other, and says that a 30-year-old woman is impure, then the constitution will win.
Who is saying
you people say
they are impure?
You people say it, that any woman between the age of 10 and 50 is impure. And Rahul Easwar
that we are telling they are impure.
Rahul Easwar is one of the books.
English media is telling about impurity.
Don't talk rubbish about English media. I don't know about any English media, but I can certainly tell you about what the people of this country think. Rahul Easwar, have you read the Constitution of India? Have you read High Court verdicts?
Have you read 1991 High Court verdicts?
Have you, what is, okay, 1 second, just 1 second. Let him calm down. First of all, calm down.
Have you read 1991 High Court verdicts?
Calm down. What is Article 14 of the Constitution of India 1949?
What is Article 25?
What is Article 14? It's relevant in this case.
Article 14 is right to equality and Article 25 is the right to faith.
Article 14 is equality before the law.
And this case is being argued on right to faith.
Article 14 is equality before the law, that the state shall not deny to any person equality before the law or equal protection of the laws within the territory of India. Sabrimala is in the territory of India, Rahul Easwar, and you cannot discriminate on the basis of religion, caste, sex, caste or place of birth.
BCCI is in the territory of India.
Oh,
Tomorrow you will say you have to have
Khusboo on the other side willing to come into the debate.
We would want to say
Khusboo on the other side tonight. Let the debate be open tonight. Rahul Easwar, because I say that in a conflict between religious belief that results in the formulation of discriminatory rules and an individual's right to free and unhindered access to a place of worship, the freedom to go anywhere and worship anyone will win. You will lose. You've already lost. The Supreme Court says you've lost. Don't try pushing your luck, Rahul Easwar. Now Khusboo is on the other side tonight. Khusboo on the other side tonight. Yes, Khusboo. And it's an open debate.
Men are saying, in today's world, when men are saying that women are not even allowed inside a kabristan or to the cemetery. Let me remind them, women are working in the cemetery. Dafnana, jalana, har kaam ek aurat karti hai. Ek aaj aurat ek kabristan mein jaake apne har hak mang sakti hai, and she can walk into a cemetery, even lit the fire for the family member, for the mother or father. The times have changed. It's high time we change our attitude. Rahul Easwar, this is not about the tradition. This is about the constitution, the fundamental rights of a woman. There are certain traditions we want to follow. Please follow. Nobody is saying don't follow your tradition. Don't have rules that this is how the woman should enter, and this is the time that the woman should enter, and this is the time when women are not.
Who are we to create rules?
You don't set the rules. That is what you're saying. You're saying that so many lakhs of women have entered the temple. Tell me what age group the women were allowed into the temple. What age group?
Below 10 and above 50. Below 10 and above 50. And these people have kept out.
And on what basis?
Who are we to decide?
And on what basis?
That's a Kerala High Court verdict.
One second.
That's a Kerala High Court verdict.
Rahul Easwar, what if I were to turn around and say that I think you are a very impure man? What if I were to turn around and say, and what if Khusboo were to turn around and say that Rahul Easwar, you two are between the ages of 10 and 50, and hence you're an extremely impure man?
Who says impurity?
Well,
I never use the word impurity. I never use the word tradition. I never use the word custom. But these things are easy abuses for you. Just because you say about the tradition, everything becomes bad.
Don't give me this argument tonight. Acharya Krishna Vihari Shastri
our tradition is having a mosque inside temple for the past 1,000 years. That's our secular tradition. 1,000 years before constitution, we are having a mosque inside temple which don't have idol worship. That is the consensus pluralism we have. Don't teach us good tradition and bad tradition.
You're going to tell me about tradition. You're going to tell me about tradition. Then Acharya, one second. I like your kind of tradition. Your tradition is the kind of tradition that allows dowry. Your tradition is the kind of tradition that allows sati. So in the name of tradition, let us bring back sati. That's tradition. Whose tradition? Whose religion? Whose definition? I don't believe in it. Throw it out of the window. Put it in the dustbin. In a conflict between Article 14 of the Indian Constitution that relates to the fundamental right of equality and Article 26 which relates to the right of religious denominations to practice their own affairs, I am saying openly tonight, and let it be as controversial as people want. But Article 14 should win and Article 26 should lose.
Yes.
That's as simple as that tonight. Yes, please, Mohandas Pai.
It says public morality, public order in it. There are no restrictions in Article 14.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Article 26 we respect, which is the freedom to manage religious affairs subject to public order, morality and health. But it cannot be at the expense of Article 14, which is equality before the law. So Acharya Krishna Vihari Shastri, zamana badal gaya, ya to aap badal jaiye ya fir log aapko badal denge. No temple in India can place restrictions on the right of a woman to enter any of its premises.
Or any individual.
Ji, aap kahiye, you want to say something to him? You want to say something, Mohandas Pai, to him? Khusboo, you want to let's open the debate. Let's get Acharya Shastri in. Rahul Easwar is on the losing side. Acharya Shastri.
It's very crazy.
Yeah, Khusboo.
We have someone coming up today saying that women entering the inner sanctorums is going to see the increase of rapes in women. I don't understand what kind of a statement was that
is a sick mentality.
The leaders of the Hindu. What such a sick mentality? What are we looking at? Today you follow tradition. Nobody is saying don't follow tradition. People have their beliefs, have your beliefs. But I'm saying don't have the restrictions on women that you decide as to when we want to enter the temple, when we don't want to enter the temple. Leave it to us. Give the decision to us. Leave it to us as to whether we want to visit a dargah or a masjid. Leave it to us whether we want to do whatever we want to do. Who are these men to decide that this is how a woman should live? This is how a woman should wear? This is how a woman should talk? This is how a woman should enter the temple? This is the time the woman should enter a temple or a masjid or any such place, any worship place. Who are these men to decide for women? Are we not individuals? Don't we have equal rights? And please, all the religious leaders, give me one word of a written letter or anything from the God himself or herself saying in front of me, in my eyes, there is a discrimination.
Yeah. Well said. Well said.
God has done that.
Well said. Well said.
You need to say that God
No, watch. Okay, the debate is open now. Acharya Shastri. We take it forward. Acharya Shastri बोले डॉक्टर इलियासी
आपको पढ़ने पहले इस्लाम को समझें आप.
डॉक्टर इलियासी आप दूसरों की बात भी सुनिए. कोई दरगाह नहीं है. There is no dargah in India which can draw limits on the right of any woman to enter any of its premises. Tomorrow if Khusboo wants to enter any dargah, you cannot stop her.
देखिए दरगाह
as simple as that. No, बिल्कुल नहीं.
आप इस बात को समझने की कोशिश क्यों नहीं करते? आपने दरगाह को और मंदिर को मिलाने की कोशिश क्यों की है? पूरे हिंदुस्तान के लोगों को गुमराह करने की कोशिश क्यों कर रहे हैं? वो दरगाह है. अगर आप उसे देखना चाहते हैं तो अगर आप गॉड का घर देखना चाहते हैं, वो खालिक का घर है. अगर वो खालिक का घर है, अगर आप उसे हिंदू मजहब के एतबार से देखना चाहते हैं तो मंदिर खालिक का घर है और दरगाह ये मखलूक का घर है. आप इसे क्यों नहीं समझ रहे हैं?
तो फिर मैं कह देता हूं नो मस्जिद.
मखलूक का घर,
नो मस्जिद.
मस्जिद की बात कर रहे हैं.
नो मस्जिद
में औरतों को कहां मना कर?
नो मस्जिद.
शरीयत में मना नहीं है.
No masjid. No masjid. No masjid.
दरगाह का मामला खाना है खुदा नहीं है.
प्लीज
यस बोले.
नो मस्जिद खुदा है. नो मस्जिद.
डॉक्टर मोहतरमा आप बताएं क्या खाना खुदा है या खाना मखलूक है?
आपको मैं कह रहा हूं उनकी बात आने से पहले मैं कह रहा हूं नो
बताएं खाने खुदा है या खाने मखलूक है?
मखलूक है तो और भी जा सकते हैं. क्या जरूरत नहीं है?
सुनिए आपने सवाल पूछा, आप सुनिए जवाब प्लीज.
जब मुझको बात करने दीजिए.
बिल्कुल बोले आप.
जो इस्लाम ने दिया है वो इक्वल राइट्स दिया है, आप मानते हो? तो फिर राइट्स टू वुमेन टू एंटर, उसमें क्यों आप इनको इनइक्वालिटी लाते हो?
दूसरा मर्द आपका भाई हो सकता है.
क्यों नहीं हो सकता है?
हाथ लगा सकती
क्यों नहीं हो सकता? देखिए
आप किसी दूसरे घर में दाखिल हो.
हल्की बात मत करिए.
One second. You
हल्की बात मत करिए. ये आपको शोभा नहीं देता.
हम भी तो कोई चीज
इस किस्म की बात आपको शोभा नहीं देती. वो हाथ लगाने के क्या सवाल है?
प्लीज
इंसान
आप
सुनिए मेरी बात. आप टॉपिक को बदलिए मत.
आप दरगाह को मिलाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और पूरे हिंदुस्तान को गुमराह करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
सबसे पहले गुमराह आप कर रहे हैं मौलाना साहब. गुमराह आप कर रहे हैं. देखिए जब इक्वालिटी ऑफ राइट्स है औरत को तो फिर वो क्यों नहीं जा सकती? और देखिए धक्कम धुक्की आप जो है वो लेडीज के लिए प्रोटेक्शन वहां दे सकते हैं ना, वो दरगाह के अंदर जाए तब. तो फिर आपका सवाल कहाँ है? और ये हल्की बात आप मत करिए. आपका बिल्कुल नहीं आपकी बात
जो लेटे हराम फरमा रहे हैं
तो फिर
मर्द हैं.
तो फिर
और कैसे वहां पर
तो क्या को नहीं जा सकते?
कैसे जाएगी?
क्यों नहीं जा सकते?
दूसरे मर्द
जब हजरत हजरत आयशा वहां जा सकती थी जहां हजरत उमर मेरी थे और वहां अबू बकर मेरी थे, तो फिर और कौन क्यों नहीं जा सकते?
सुन तो ले,
आप पूरी मेरी बात सुन लीजिए मौलाना साहब, आप रिलीजन को बदनाम मत कीजिए, इस्लाम बदनाम आप कर रहे हो, इस्लाम को बदनाम मत करो,
कोशिश हो रही है। हजरत आयशा की
कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन,
हजरत आयशा सिद्दीका रजी अल्लाह तआला अन्हा अगर वहां थी तो रसूलुल्लाह की बीवी, अगर वहां थे
हजरत फातिमा नहीं जाती थी, हजरत फातिमा नहीं जाती थी हजरत हमजा के मजार पर? आर्ग्यूमेंट देखिए, आर्ग्यूमेंट ये है कि इक्वल राइट्स मर्द मेरी है तो औरत जा सकती नहीं, आपकी आर्ग्यूमेंट बिल्कुल रॉन्ग।
सुनिए,
और देखिए मैं
मुफ्ती ज़ियाई
जिम्मेदारी वाली बात अर्नब गोस्वामी आपके बिहाफ पे यहाँ पर की जा रही है और पूरे हिंदुस्तान को गुमराह करने की कोशिश हो रही है।
Mufti Ziyaee and Dr Zeenat, I just want you to pull back, understand one thing. You know, this argument basically stems from a feeling that women are here to pollute everything. The basic thought is this. No, please, Rahul Easwar, now listen, I heard you, no? Now let me say. Basic thought is women polluting, women dirty, women will be impure.
Yes.
This
कौन कहा?
Listen, you.
आप कह रहे हैं। जब ये आदमी बैठी है,
now listen.
आप गुमराह कर रहे हो, आप गुमराह कर रहे हो। नहीं
मुकद्दस
नहीं,
हर पल मुकद्दस है। आप बहन
अगर मुकद्दस
the question is to
क्यों नहीं जा सकती?
And I find it intriguing tonight. I find it intriguing tonight that whether it is
हमने डटी का
आप कहेंगे तो हम क्यों माने?
आप सुनिए प्लीज,
हमारी बात माने, कुरान की बात
आप हमारी बात, हम भी कुरान की बात समझ रहे हैं, आप सुनो ना।
यकीनन बता दें,
मैं कुरान की बात बताती हूँ तो आप क्यों नहीं समझने के लिए तैयार है? क्या इक्वल राइट्स कुरान ने नहीं दिया आपको, औरत को?
बिल्कुल,
हर चीज में इक्वल राइट्स नहीं दिया है, तो स्पिरिचुअलिटी में क्यों नहीं दिया है? सोल जो है उसका कोई सेक्स होता है मौलाना साहब?
आप कैसी बात कर रहे हैं?
आप सोल जो है, रूह जो है इंसान की, उसकी कोई सेक्स होती है? देखिए प्लीज, आपकी बातें बिल्कुल ना।
Basic thought process that I understand from what this discussion is going on. One second, there are others in the debate also. Mufti Ziyaee. Now I want to. Now at this stage I want to get Acharya Shastri is not spoken. Let me hear him, please. My point is, Acharya Shastri, listen. You cannot say today. सबरीमला का डिबेट सुनिए प्लीज, और आपके और इनके सिमिलैरिटीज में तो ऑब्जर्व कर रहा हूं ना। आपको लगता है कि आचार्य शास्त्री आज जो हमारे व्यूअर्स एंड न्यूज़ार के ऑब्जर्व नहीं कर रहे, ऑब्जर्व करके यही कह रहे हैं या तो आचार्य शास्त्री हो या फिर डॉक्टर इलियासी हो, वो राहुल ईश्वर हो या मुफ्ती मोहम्मद मंजूर जियाई हो, उनके देखने का तरीका जो है औरतों को देखने का तरीका वही है,
नजरिया
वही है। मेरी बात सुनिए, वही है। आचार्य शास्त्री will come into the debate and then I'll take it open for Acharya Shastri, please on the screen.
आपका नजरिया गलत है।
आचार्य शास्त्री
तब से आप सब्जी मंडी बना रखा है इतना।
आचार्य शास्त्री, आप अपनी आर्ग्यूमेंट रखिए प्लीज।
नियंत्रण तो करो गोस्वामी,
आप बोलिए तो।
सारे बोले जा रहे हैं, हम
आप पे कोई रोक नहीं है।
सुनेंगे तब तो बोलेंगे। हमारे यहाँ नारियात्र पूज्यन्ते रमन्ते तत्र देवता, बिगर नारी का जो है हमारे यहाँ कोई भी धर्म कर्म पूरा नहीं होता है, परंतु उसके लिए उसको अनुशासित होकर के स्वच्छता पूर्वक चलना है, बस इतना है। धनानी भूमौ हाँ नहीं बोलिए, आप पहले सुन लीजिए, 1 मिनट तो बोलने दीजिए। आप तब से खिचड़ी पका रहे हैं, सुनिए तो पहले शास्त्र की बात सुनिए। आपने लोगों ने किसी ने शास्त्र पढ़ा नहीं है और वैसे ही जो है जो वो मन में आ रहा है वो अनर्गल बके जा रहे हैं।
आपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पढ़ा है? आपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पढ़ा है?
सुनिए,
आपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पढ़ा है?
बिल्कुल। हमारे यहाँ कानून में 60% जो है आज भी देखो, मेट्रो में, बस में, ट्रेन में, हर जगह जो है लेडीज के लिए आगे है, तो यहाँ धर्म में भी आगे ही है। आप सुनिए तो एक श्लोक तो सुन लीजिए आधा मिनट के लिए।
आप श्लोक सुनने नहीं आया हो, आप श्लोक सुनाने
हल्ला मचाने के लिए आए हैं, हल्ला मचाने के लिए बुलाया है,
आइन की बात कहिए,
शोर मचाने के लिए।
आप आइन की बात कहिए, आइन की बात कहिए।
हाँ सुनिए, हित में सुनिए, महिलाओं के हित में सुनिए। शनि को तेल या पानी चढ़ा लेने से उनका क्या भला हो गया, आप बताइए। आपको उनको कोई आरक्षण मिल गया?
अरे बुरा क्या हो गया?
मिल गई कोई सुरक्षा?
बुरा क्या हो गया?
बात नहीं है
तो
बुरा क्या हो गया?
कब किया था अपने घर में? ऐसा है, बुरा ये हो गया है कि शनि को कोई भी जो है मूर्ति और प्रतिमा को पूजा करना शास्त्रों में मना है। दशरथ जी का आप उठा करके देख लिए इतिहास, दशरथ जी ने पूजा की थी, दशरथ जी सामने चले गए थे, मूर्छित हो गए थे। शनि की कुदृष्टि पड़ जाए तो वहां पर उल्कापात, दुनिया भर के बवंडर खड़े हो जाते हैं। आप सुनिए, धनानि भूमौ पशवो ही गोष्ठे नारी गृह द्वार जना श्मशाने देहश्चितायाम परलोक मार्गे धर्मानुगो गच्छत जीवे का। तो माताओं के हृदय में दयालुता ज्यादा होती है, उनके शरीर की बनावट अलग होती है, उनके लिए क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है हमारे धर्म ग्रंथों में बताया, उनके भले के लिए बताया, संतों ने उनके लिए भले के लिए बता रहे हैं। परंतु वो जो है यदि आगे चल रहा 60% से ज्यादा आगे लेना चाहती तो 70% के यहाँ सनातन धर्म में मनाही नहीं है। तुम्हें वो माता जो पिता, तुम्हें वो पहले माता का पिता सतगुणा माता पूज्यार्जित बंधता, पिता से 100 गुना ज्यादा। राम जी जब वन को जा रहे थे तो पहले माता कौशल्या ने पूछा कि केवल पिता ने आज्ञा दी है तो माता रोकने की क्षमता रखती है, तुमको कोई अपराध नहीं लगेगा। तो आप सुनिए, तो सनातन धर्म में तो माताओं को 60 से 70% देने के लिए तैयार है, परंतु थोड़ा सा व्यवस्था।
अरे भाई आचार्य सुनिए, आचार्य जी सुनिए मेरी बात।
हाँ बताइए,
सुनिए मेरी बात। आपने तो सुना होगा कि हाथी के दांत खाने के और दिखाने के और। आप ये सब बातें तो कह रहे हैं, सुनिए मेरी बात। मैं सनातन धर्म नहीं, मैं सीधी हिंदी बोल रहा हूं आपके साथ, हिंदी बोल रहा हूं। आप सनातन धर्म सीखने नहीं आए हो। सुनिए मेरी बात, सुनिए मेरी बात। दो बातें होती हैं आचार्य जी जो आपके लिए शायद इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है। पहली बात होती है कानून, हाँ, और दूसरी बात होती है आपको लगता है औरतों को अनुशासित रहना चाहिए और स्वच्छ रहना चाहिए, और मर्दों को क्या, उनको अनुशासित और स्वच्छ नहीं रहना चाहिए। आज अगर मैं कह दूं, सुनिए ना मेरी बात, सुनिए आप मेरी बात सुनिए। You listen to me now. Now the question is this, and Rahul Easwar, understand this. I want Rahul Easwar on one side and Khusboo on the other side. You see, Rahul, the identity of a woman. Rahul, are you there? The identity of a woman. Of course. Identity of a woman vis-a-vis her right to entry to Sabrimala or any temple cannot be reduced to her age. Yeah. And if you want to be more specific today, it cannot be reduced to whether or not she is menstruating. Yes. Are you getting my point? One second. Listen to me now. Who said so? Now listen to me. I'm saying, I'm saying who said so? The whole premise of Rahul Easwar is that you cannot reduce the identity of a woman to whether or not she is menstruating. If a person refuses to exercise their right to entry based on a biological occurrence, on her age, that is entirely her choice. It cannot be prescribed by the law. It cannot be prescribed by some Rahul Easwar of the Sabrimala Trust. It cannot be imposed by anyone, not the Haji Ali Trust, not the Sabrimala Trust.
I totally agree.
No, if you agree then don't argue. If you agree,
this
then
is the
say sorry to Khusboo,
from which many people are arguing. This is not the reason. We have been stating time and again. This is not the reason. There is a Sabrimala for women. Please understand, there is a different temple which is called Sabrimala for women, where no age category man. Let me complete.
Why are you putting conditions on a woman? Why are you having?
How is that a condition on woman? How is that a condition on woman? That's a condition on man. Just like there is a male hostel and a female hostel. Just like there is a male hostel and a female hostel. Just like there is a male cricket team and a female cricket team. There is a Sabrimala and Sabrimala for women.
Oh, this is the one. Okay, Mohandas Pai is laughing out today.
Say that I don't want women to.
Of course, they can laugh because that's the only argument they have. They can pretend superiority. They can pretend superiority and snobbery, but they won't be able to meet us in law because this whole case is on Article 25. The Article 14 was only uttered once, whereas Article 25 was uttered 10 times. Brace yourself for a defeat, then all this snobbery will go down. At that point of time also, please do take a decision. Please do call all of us so that we can come and point out there was no discrimination in the first point.
Is simple.
It is a misplaced premise.
Leave it to there is a tradition which women follow. Let them follow. Let them decide whether they want to walk into the temple or not. You don't put the restrictions and conditions on them is what I'm saying.
Baba, it is not we. It is Kerala High Court's order. Khusboo ji, it is Kerala High Court's order. There is no written instruction from Tantri. There is no written instruction from Devasam Board. It is a Kerala High Court order based on Constitution that from 10 to 50 young women are not allowed. It is not our law.
Today, Apex Court is raising a question on the same.
Let's get.
Apex Court is
go ahead.
Giving you
Rahul, listen.
There is the Apex Court which is raising the same question.
Rahul, listen. I don't know where you've got mixed up. I think if I were to ask you today that you are a healthy male of a reproductive age, producing a certain amount of testosterone, you are absolutely a polluting influence. And I think you should resign from the Sabrimala Trust for being a man of reproductive age producing testosterone tonight. Yes. That's my perspective on you tonight. How dare you be on the Sabrimala Trust when you are in that kind of compromised position? Now my second question tonight is this.
Verdict.
Okay.
Please read the verdicts.
Okay, now Rahul.
Paragraph 39 and 40. High Court says this is not discrimination. Because there is a reason for this.
Rahul, listen. What is the reason if the Constitution is supreme? Okay, watch. Yes, watch.
Kerala High Court says.
Rahul Easwar, will you take a break for 30 seconds, please? The point that emerges if the Constitution is supreme, is the Constitution supreme in a country or not? There are personal laws that are directly in conflict with the idea of equality. Those personal laws need to be put in the dustbin. Simple. If the Constitution promises equality, but personal laws continue to subject women to all these unequal practices, what will be practiced is nothing short of constitutional hypocrisy. I'm asking all the viewers tonight, do you want constitutional hypocrisy or do you want the actual Constitution to be implemented out here? Now Mohandas Pai had a point to make to you, and you please be quiet while he's making the point to you, Rahul Easwar. Yes, Mohandas Pai, go on.
The High Court order was in response to a case filed by somebody to say traditions should be supreme, etc., etc. The High Court only said in passing that this age is being the tradition, but did not say that should discriminate or stop to them. It made a statement of fact.
Well said.
Now the statement of fact doesn't have to be followed because that has been the practice earlier, but is blatantly illegal when it goes against the constitutional rights of equality. Only one question was raised there.
Why did the High Court say so?
Let me finish. Only one point was spoken there about the tradition. Now the Supreme Court is hearing at the national level. The Supreme Court is superior to the High Court, and the Supreme Court is asking a very fundamental question: can tradition override the constitutional rights of equality? The Supreme Court has already showed out his mind. I'm sure when the order comes, the Supreme Court will uphold the Constitution, and then you'll see your fallacy of arguing on some High Court decision which does not address this point will be totally wrong.
Yeah.
So it is much better before the Supreme Court gives the judgment.
You will take this up to 5-member bench.
You change.
I can assure you of a better fight, a good fight, a fight to the finish.
You change the rules and allow women to come.
Arey Baba sir, it is not our rule. It is High Court. Until that point of time, Khusboo ji rightly says, young women never used to come. There was no law. There was no rule. Young women used to keep on of their own.
Rahul, closing this debate, and I'm saying this no longer, will you be able to justify the continuance of an unfair, unequal, discriminatory practice because you think it is drawn from some religious belief? The point is, anything violates the fundamental idea of equality, it will be opposed. And to Dr. Ilyasi and Mufti Ziyaee, I want to say, if the Constitution supersedes religion, then what is argued in the case of Sabrimala is very important. You should uphold the right of a Muslim woman if she wishes to lead the azan in a mixed congregation. Destroy triple talaq. Make that happen. Dr. Ilyasi, I thank you.
Yes.
I thank you. I thank you, and I hope today that you will stop opposing the change that is about to come, Dr. Ilyasi. Stop opposing it. Stop opposing it.
शरीयत के मुताबिक हम लोग चलेंगे. ये हमारा पर्सनल लॉ है, ये हमारी आजादी है.
Dr. Ziyaee, don't oppose the inevitable.
इसमें ये कानून है.
बदलाव तो आ चुका है. अब समय की बात है. मेरी भी समय सीमा है. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.